Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I think we've got this all set up here. All right, set it. We're going to be going on to our second round, starting off with a little bit different music. We're going to be starting off with Suni. All right. To Suni. You are always so kind, and it's a joy to see you interacting with the community. Well, thank you. Ask you to write some advice for someone just starting out in the TV and film industry. Don't do it. No, that's not true. Follow your dreams, man. Imposter syndrome. Yeah, imposter syndrome is tough because I suffered from imposter syndrome, actually. My first, I would say 5 years or so in the business. You know, I was talented and everything, but I just felt like I don't know if I belong to beat. I don't know if I belong here. There are people who've been on Broadway. I don't have this. I don't have that. And it's only natural to doubt yourself. But don't let that doubt go any further than the interior of your brain, and you shuffle it to the back deck of the deck, and you go get your dreams. Okay? To Suni. Remember, everyone else doesn't know what they're doing either. Love, Silco. You'll get there. You just gotta believe in yourself. Thanks, Suni. All right. That's, I think, the Crypto Kid on Twitter. Next up, Way a Wolf, aka Haley. Maybe a Silco quote. Sure. To Haley, I will never forsake you. From Silco. All right. Thanks, Haley. All right, next up, Nicola. Jason, I hope you're doing well. I hope you know you're an amazing person. Oh, well, thank you, Nicola. So are you. Can you please write the Silco quote? We will show them. We will show them all. I sure can. Thanks, Nicola. Next up, Molly. Nothing on the socials, but could you draw a flower or something like that? Silco gets flowers, right? Right. I'll do my best with this here. Let's see. Okay. You ready, guys? Thanks, Molly. 2. Aka. Aka or Aka? Maybe Aka? Looks Aka Bomb on Twitter. So, could you write we will show them. We will show them all. Thanks, Aka. Next up is Aaron. Could you write, there's this thing in your head, and it's raging, lighting every nerve with madness to fight, to survive. And all the while, one question lingers before you. Have you had enough? I wrote that in advance because it's a lot of words. I cheated. That way I could focus on the performance. Thanks, Aaron. Next is Sandra or Sandra. All depends. Could you please write? It's okay. We'll show them. We will show them all. Yes, I can. Thanks, Sandra. Moving right along. All right. Next up is, looks like Celeste. Could you do a doodle? I could do doodles. How about an Ives on? How about a flower? I don't know. And can I mess up the letter C in your first name? Sure can. And it looks like a moon. Hey, there you go. So it looks like a moon, a heart, the eye of Zon, and a flower. Thanks, Celeste. Looks like that's at PHIFIR on Twitter, at fire, like straight up fire. Fire. Next is Alexa. I'm saying that as loud as I can so that I screw up everybody's stuff at their house. Alexa. I'm so bad. So wrong. Jason. 616 Amora on Twitter. Alexa, play Imagine Dragons. Enemy. Thanks, Alexa. Imagine Dragons, enemy. I found that way too funny. Next up, Taylor. Mummy diarrhea. That can't be what that says. Oh no, it's Dahlia. Sorry. Oh no. Mummy diarrhea on Twitter. It happens. Even mummies get diarrhea. All right, next. Please write. You're perfect. You're perfect. Thanks, Taylor, for that little bit of joy. Goes out and changes handle to Mummy Diarrhea. Okay, next up, to no one. No instructions. Thanks to you and Niku, and for your commitment to the fandom and this community. You're welcome. It's kind of elegant just to see that on the bottom of this print. Beyond freaking beautiful. Beyond freaking beautiful. All right, next up, we've got to Inca. This is Veronica, and Veronica, obviously with a K. Inca, really glad to have you on this amazing community. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you guys for being amazing. It's special to you as an artist since my character helped you deal with some artist block. Yeah, happy to do that. I think I did that for Niku too. Happy to help. Can I do a doodle? I'm not an artist, so my doodles are more just like, all right. How about I was on? Thanks, Inca. Okay, next up, Holland. Do you ever wonder what it's like to drown? It's the story of opposites. There's peace in water. That's what they wanted me to write. Thanks, Holland, which is Holland's Grave on Twitter. I wrote it in advance because it was a lot of words. Thank you. Next up, Coma. Oh, hey, Coma. I bought, this is a person who sells, this is Coma Does Art on the socials. Koma, and I bought their shimmer vial. Really cool stuff. And yes, it arrived safely, Coma. Thank you. Can't wait to use it in my Silco cosplay Next up, Molly. Could you please write, don't cry, you're perfect. And tell you that you're loved and important. Molly, of course you're loved. And of course you're important. You are. Thanks, Molly. Next up, game of TY winning, Caitlin on the socials. Favorite Silco quote. My favorite Silco quote. Well, I don't have a favorite, but I like just sprinkling it around. From the dead. That one doesn't get used enough. From the dead. Thanks, Caitlin. All right. Next up, Kai, Kai. That's SZZZNA on Twitter. Susanna? Silco. Thanks. All right, next up, Madeline. Madeline or Madeline? I'm gonna guess it's Madeline. Sea Starry Clouds on Twitter. To Jason and Niku, thank you for your lovely art and signing. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful day too, Madeline. Least I can do is give you a heart. Cheers. Cheers. Okay, next, Grace. If possible, would you be able to write down the quote? There is a monster inside all of us. Sure. It's time to let the monster out. Next up, Sina, S-I-N-A. Can you write down your best dad joke? I just blew my best dad joke. Let me think of another one here while I vamp. Sina. I don't trust... We'll do it as Silco. I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. That was so bad. Megan. Megan's Victor. Victor, if Silco has to have his own genuine signature, would it be possible to get this on the art too? Yes, Megan, I have been signing Silco's genuine signature. I also put it on my Twitter so that anyone could get it tattooed. All right. Well, then you get Silco's genuine signature plus a quote. They can all burn. See? Silco. Cheers. All right, next up, Jasmine. Please don't write. Please write. Don't cry. You're perfect. Please don't write. Don't cry. Please write. Don't cry. You're perfect. All right, Jasmine. All right. Thank you for the compliments. Next up, Deidre. DeJerum on Twitter or Instagram or somewhere. Can you write the beginning of that poem you read to me on my Cameo? Okay, so I do have a Cameo where you can go purchase a saying or something, a private video from me or whatever. And on Cameo, Deidre, I read them a poem because they were feeling down. And I love poems. You can bring your burdens to me. I will listen quietly while you feel what you need to feel. Okay. Thanks, Deidre, for the cameo also. 2, Carly. Hi, could you write and say in Silco's voice some encouraging words? A senior in high school, getting stressed out with all the work. Also sign it with Silco's signature too, of course. Carly. Never let the present take your eye off the future. There, I signed it with my best Silco Sig too. I'm getting pretty good at those. They just flow. Well, you do 300 or something, or 600 or whatever it is. Freaking better be good at it. All right. 2, Carmeli Arts, a.k.a. Melanie. Well, hi. How are you? Could you write something sweet and flirty? Okay. Sweet and flirty. All right. I gotta keep it family friendly. Melanie, I have a vision. It's you, my lovely. All right. Kind of sweet. Sweet and flirty. All right, you're all set. Thanks, Melanie. 2, Emer. Hi, Jason. Thank you so much for bringing Silco to life. He truly is my comfort character. And I'm working on a cosplay of him. That sounds awesome. I have somebody helping make me a cosplay of him too. Oh, and you're going to be at MCM London, which is great. I'm going to be at, I believe in Birmingham. I'm still working out the details of the contract and everything else, but I think they'll be announcing soon. So, yeah, I'll be in Birmingham at the end of March, I believe. But you'll see announcements on all that. Well, good luck on your cosplay, man. You got this. You got this. All right. Do signings. My back. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Okay. Can't wait to see your cosplay. Sweet. We'll see you there. And we'll do dueling cosplays. I'll die if you look better than I do in the cosplay. It could happen. All right. Next up. Blank to blank. From blank. No blanking. Blankety blank blank blanker. All right, then you get my signature plus Silco. Just like that. Grim determination. Next up, Carrie. Kerrie, which is Shiny Owl Shop. Oh, Shiny Owl Shop. Yeah. On Instagram. Hey, how are you? Sweet. Please write. Don't cry. You're perfect. Your shiny owls are perfect. Maybe some encouraging words for someone who's battling something. Yeah, I saw the Silco sculpture. I loved it. All right, I will write you a special note. You will see that. But anyway, for now, there's that. Thanks, Carrie. All right, Jane, Jain, could you please write, it's time to let the monster out. Time to let the monster out. All right, just changing sides. Thanks, Jane. That looks like it's Miss Jane Ali on the socials. Shout out. Cody, Victor Arcane on the socials. Hey, please write, don't cry. You're perfect. Love, Silco. Squared. Excellent. Moving right along. To Vaz. Could you please write power? Real power. Oh yes, I had to write this one in advance. Doesn't come to those who are born strongest or fastest or smartest. No, it comes to those who will do anything to achieve it. So I wrote that in advance because it's a lot of words. I cheated, but I still won. I still passed the test. Next up, Alina. No socials and no dedication, but you get Silco, my signature, and a heart. Thanks, Alina. Okay. Teresa, could you doodle something, please? I think we all know what that's going to be. I'm kind of into the Eye of Zon doodles right now. I'm sure they're not accurate at all, but I'm liking them. I'm liking them. All right. Pretty cool. Next up, Marie. Nothing special to say. This is Marinaire 1, or ending in a T on the socials. There's something elegant about just having Niku's piece with nothing much on it except for a couple of signatures in the corner. It just looks really cool. It just has a cool vibe. Thanks, Marie. Okay. Next, Bridget, or Brigitte, or Brigitte, Birdmalion. Birdmalion? Oh, Birdmalion. Thank you so much for doing this and bringing Silco to life. My pleasure. It means a lot. Oh. This is very personal for you, so I won't say anything else out loud. I will just say that you are lovely, and I will never forsake you. Cheers, Bridget. I'll go with Bridget. Essence. Essence. Betrayal. That pain that feels like it could eat you up from the inside out. Can either break you or forge you into something greater. I wrote that one in advance because it's a lot of words. Thanks, Essence. Just jamming out. All right. Next up, Lewis. To Lewis, aka Saracene, Octor on the socials. If it's not too much trouble, something Silco would say to compliment or flirt with his partner, well, that would be, hello, my lovely. Also put a heart on there. Next up, Anna. Woo! Got a few to get through here. I better move my behind. I wrote this one in advance too. Some encouraging words for an aspiring artist. Of course. Remember, Anna, your art is the greatest gift that you can give to the rest of humanity. So I can't wait to see what you're going to create. And never hide it, because it's giving a piece of yourself every time you create art. And that is the most generous thing you can do for the rest of us. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you, Anna. To Anastasia, with no instructions. I'm going to pick up some speed here, if I can. That goes out to Siri Playland on the socials. Next up, Shannon. Don't cry, you're perfect. Thank you, Shannon. Don't cry, you're perfect. I'm picking up speed because I looked at how many I have to do before the rest of the hour. I'm like, oh no. All right. How many are left? That's a fine question. I don't know. It looks like 30? Maybe? 30-ish? Because if you're getting tired, just imagine. Hayden, could you write a personal quote? I sure can. Never ever let anyone tell you who you have to be. Thanks, Hayden. Next, Goldwing. Oh, like a list of instructions. Okay, I did this one in advance too because it was quite something. So we'll just say it out loud. Practice your gadgetry. You're strong now, just like you were always meant to be. And the children of Zon deserve better than the runoff. There you go. Thanks, Goldwing. Next is Sienna. No special instructions, so you get a signature and a Silco. Thanks, Sienna. Now we're hauling ass. Next, Mackenzie. Mackenzie! That's a fine Scottish name. Write your favorite Silco quote. I will never forsake you. Thank you, Mackenzie. Next up, Conestra on the socials. Can you draw a spooky Silco eye? Yes, and I did that in advance on this one because I don't want to mess up. Nico's beautiful art with my scratch. So I gave you kind of a spooky eye. Thanks, Conestra. Next up, Leah? Lee. Pronounced L-E-A-H. I'm guessing that's Lee. Wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing this amazing character to life. You're welcome. And for taking all the love from this crazy fandom. I think that's you. I'm free to write whatever I desire. In that case, the nation of Zon. Silco's reason for living, at least up until he had powder / jinx. Thank you, Leah. Or Lee. Elizabeth Conger. Second print. Yeah, I was going to say I recognize your name. Write something sweet. Sure. You are my daughter. I would never forsake you. Doing good. Moving along. To Ellen. Ellen. Please write Love Silco and insert a heart. Sure. Love Silco. I also wrote a quote for you. We had a dream. All into the nation of Zon. To Sharon, which is _bad faith on the socials. Been having a bit of a rough time lately. No worries, it's okay. Happens to all of us. How about a cheer up? How about something to cheer you up from Silco? You're strong now, just like you were always meant to be. You're perfect. Next up, Kayla. No special instructions, just a signature and a Silco. So we'll keep it quick. Thanks, Kayla. Next up, Lauren. To Lauren. No special instructions, just a signature and a Silco. Thanks, Lauren. Next up, Reed. Reed. Reed, you are valid, and I love you. Thanks, Reed. All right, to Owl Babe. Let's see. I am so proud of Niku as well, Owl Babe. And I know you wanted me to draw an owl, and I'm terrible. So I took my time beforehand, and I tried to draw an owl. And it came out looking like, I don't know, a tree branch that got stuck in the wind and died. But you asked for it, and I am not an artist. So that is what you get. Next up, to Lo. L-O. A shout out to Niku for being absolutely incredible. Shout out to Niku for being incredible. Thanks, Lo. All right, hustling along. Another Lo, because you wanted Story of Opposites also. Another shout out to Millennial. Yep, that's right. Keep screwing it up. Millennial, aka Mel, for the great work. Could you request a dad joke? Yeah, and I wrote one on the back, actually. What do you call a pencil with 2 erasers? Pointless. It's all in the delivery, people. All right, next up, Tacky Villain. Tacky and Villain. Nothing to dedicate, but you have my undying love and devotion. Thank you, guys. Next, my dearest Sasha. My dearest Sasha, it's okay. We'll show them. We'll show them all. Love Silco XXX. X. Exactly 4 X's. All right, done. And that was Weish Harris on Twitter. Sweet. Thanks. I hope it was to your satisfaction. Kaylin. Kaylin. One of my favorite Silco quotes. There's peace in water, like it's holding you. I like that one. Thanks, Kaylin. All right, next up, we've got Tiffany. Tiffany would like a quote from the Drowning monologue. Also, one question lingers before you. Have you had enough? Thanks, Tiffany. Next is Avery. Avery would like, don't cry. You're perfect. Thanks, Avery. Next is Megan. You inspire me to be kind to people regardless of how poopy the world gets. There was a different word that was used there. I kept it family friendly. All right. Here's a quote to inspire you as if it was Silco inspiring Jinx. Never stop fighting. Never stop fighting for yourself and for what you believe in. You got this, Megan. AKA sails to leeward. Sails to the leeward side. Got it. On the socials. Next up, Lennox. Lennox, not to be confused with Linux, which is the operating system. Thanks, Lennox. I'm such a geek. Next up is Ven. which is Venane on the socials. Could you please draw a rat? All right. I did this last night because I'm not an artist. I'm sorry, Niku. I put a rat on your rat man. All right. Moving along to nobody. From Silco. Can you sign the print with? There's a monster inside all of us. I sure can. Thank you. Since I don't know who it's to, no big. Also this one. Not sure who it's to either. Story of opposites. Next is Dixie. Jason, thank you for this. Could you please sign with one of your favorite Silco lines? Absolutely. I will never forsake you. Next up is Ken. I'm motoring through these so we can get to the end. You've all been so patient. There's just so many people. And I got to break this up into 2 days. So they're like, we're not coming back for day 2. What? All right. Next up, Ken. It's okay. We'll show them. We'll show them all. Yes, we will, Ken. And that was Black Bee Rabbit on Twitter or socials. Adria. Beautiful name, Adria. Write your favorite line from Arcane. All right. I've got another line. Were you tempted? Thanks, Adria. Oh, the fan. Edits with that one. Ash! Don't cry. You're perfect. Thanks, Ash. All right, Emery. You're strong now. Just like you were always meant to be. Jinx is perfect. Honestly wild. Thanks, Emery. Next is to no one in particular. We'll show them. We'll show them all. Next is to Kelly. With no particular instructions, so you get a heart and a Silco signature. Thanks, Kelly. Next is Jenna. Jenna says, could you just write something funny and a smiley face? How about, oh, monkey nuts. Okay, Catherine wants don't cry, you're perfect. Done. Next is Julia Elaine. Please add a heart and Silco signature. Thank you for being such an inspiration and smashing your legs. Oh, well, thank you so much for saying that I have a meaningful influence and that I'm positive. I try to be. You're really special too. Julia Elaine, aka Tweet for Breakfast. Lilistine! Hey! Well, Lilistine, my precious. Well, this is part of a gift, so I have to be careful what I say. And I won't say it out loud because it's an anniversary thing. Oh, crap, I did. Damn it. It's fine. Maybe they're not watching. Oh, God. I tried. I really tried. I really tried. I'm such an idiot. Thank you, Lilistine. I was like, how do I manage this? Okay, it's fine. Thank you, precious. Why, Humphrey? Why? All right, we're coming down to the end here. I think I've only got like 10 or 15 left, and then we'll call it a day. Because it's 1 o'clock. Well, it's 12 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. It's... What time is it? 10? Yeah, exactly. It's 12 o'clock. Kuro! If you could put... Is there anything so undoing as a daughter? Yes, I can. Is there anything so undoing as a daughter? Thanks. That's Kuro Hizachi on the socials. Next up is Lee. No instructions or dedication, but handled. Thanks, Lee. Next is Kat. Oh, I'm not really sure what to write. I got you. It's cool. Kat. You're strong now. Just like you were always meant to be. Kat. You're perfect. All right, Suvi. Could you write something inspirational? And I believe I wrote that prior to the fact. Never lose sight of your dreams. Don't let them disappear on the horizon. Drive towards them and they will become clearer by the day. This is Claim the Skies. Well, hi, Jenny. I will write something in Silco's voice to lift your spirits up. And I wrote it in advance because it's a little paragraph. The greatest gift you can give humanity is your art. And it's glorious. Truly your art is glorious. Claim. Never hide it. Cheers. All right. Next up, Jasper. Can I draw a heart? I absolutely can. Thanks, Jasper. All right, this is all I have left. It's just these couple thousand. Just kidding. You're welcome to go. If you have to go to the bathroom, fine. You know, fine. People. Next up, Jasper, which I just did. Jenny LaRusso, to Jenny LaRusso from Silco. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Jenny. You're perfect. Next up to Christian. Also, don't cry. You're perfect. Alistair. 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 They can all burn. They can all burn. You're my daughter. I would never forsake you. To Ray. Ray looks like Kiez on the socials. Thank you, Ray. To Mess. Can I say something nice and uplifting? I can, and I wrote it, and it's on here because I wrote it in advance a little bit. Never allow others to dictate your path. Stay true to yourself, and they can all burn. Thanks, Mess. And a heart next to the word Silco. I just love keeping it simple. Especially when there's all this dark space next to the face. Very cool. Next to that profile. Silco profile. All right. Next to Jenny. Love. Silco. Thanks, Jenny. Ash, could you write? Is there anything so undoing as a daughter? Thanks, Ash. To Vicky. I knew you still had it in you. Silco stabs Vander. Thanks, Vicky. I knew you still had it in you. There's only 2 left, okay? Moving right along. To Natasha. They can all burn. Yes. They can all burn. Because I would never forsake you. 1 left. Thank you to all of you who have lasted this long. To Sierra. Don't cry. Don't cry. You're perfect. Thanks, Sierra. All right. I also wrote something on the back. But it was a lot to write, so I did it yesterday. All right. Thank you all. We only 7 minutes past time, and for all the technical difficulties we had, I'm actually pretty proud of us, to be honest. And I will see you here tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Until then, cheers. Good luck turning off Twitch on my phone, because it doesn't work. Literally doesn't work. I'll be here for 20 minutes.